What if the reason you can't sleep tonight has nothing to do with your bedtime? What if the real mistake happened before breakfast? And what if millions of people are taking melatonin every night, while accidentally blocking the one thing that controls it every morning? Scientists discovered that a simple 2-minute habit can reset your sleep clock faster than melatonin. The scary part? Most people unknowingly sabotage it every single day. Every night, millions of people lie awake staring at the ceiling. They try melatonin, magnesium, meditation apps, sleep teas, white noise, and still, sleep doesn't come. Some start believing they have insomnia. Others assume they're getting older. But what if neither is true? A growing number of sleep researchers are uncovering something strange. Many people who think they have a sleep problem actually have a timing problem. Think about that. What if your body already knows exactly how to sleep? What if it's simply receiving the wrong instructions? Because here's what most people don't realize. Your brain begins preparing for tonight's sleep within the first hour after you wake up. Not before bed, not after dinner, not when you turn off the lights. Within the first hour of waking. And if your brain misses one critical signal during that window, the consequences can follow you all day and all night. The strange thing is, that signal isn't food. It isn't exercise. It isn't coffee. It's light. And what scientists discovered about morning sunlight completely changed how they think about sleep. Let's start with the biggest misconception in sleep science. Melatonin does not make you sleep. It doesn't knock you out. It doesn't force your brain into sleep mode. Melatonin is simply a messenger. Imagine your phone sends you a notification. Meeting starts now. The notification didn't create the meeting. It simply informed you about it. That's exactly what melatonin does. It tells your body it's nighttime. But here's the problem. If your internal clock is already confused, taking more melatonin is like sending more notifications to a calendar that's set to the wrong time zone. The notifications aren't the problem. The clock is, which raises an important question. If melatonin isn't the boss, then what is? The answer sits deep inside your brain, and it has been controlling your sleep every day since the day you were born. Deep inside your brain sits a tiny cluster of cells called the master circadian clock. Tiny, yet powerful enough to influence almost every system in your body. It controls when you feel sleepy, when you feel awake, when hormones are released, when your metabolism speeds up, even when your body repairs damaged cells. Every morning, this clock waits for one signal. And that signal determines what happens over the next 12 to 14 hours. The signal is sunlight, not indoor lighting, not your phone screen, not sunlight through a window, real outdoor daylight. The moment morning light enters your eyes, special cells send a direct message to your brain. The message says the day has started, and something remarkable happens. Your brain starts a biological countdown timer. Hours later, that countdown tells your body exactly when to begin releasing melatonin naturally, which means your body isn't deciding when to sleep at bedtime. It's deciding when to sleep in the morning. And that's where millions of people unknowingly go wrong. Because 3 common habits completely disrupt this process. And the second one is something most people do before they even leave their bedroom. Let's reveal them. Mistake number 1. Getting sunlight through a window. You see the sunlight, but your brain doesn't receive the same signal. Glass blocks much of the intensity your circadian clock needs. Mistake number 2. Coffee before sunlight. Millions of people reach for caffeine immediately after waking. The problem? Caffeine can temporarily mask your body's natural wake-up signals before your brain receives its morning light cue. Mistake number 3. Waiting too long. Morning sunlight has a unique effect that afternoon sunlight cannot fully replicate. The earlier you get it, the stronger the signal. But here's where researchers got an unexpected surprise. Because sunlight wasn't only affecting sleep, it was affecting something much bigger. Something that influences nearly every part of your day. Scientists originally studied morning sunlight because they wanted to understand sleep. But then something strange happened. Participants weren't just sleeping better. They reported feeling happier, more focused, more motivated, more energetic, even less likely to crave unhealthy foods. Researchers began asking why. The answer led to another discovery. Morning sunlight doesn't just influence melatonin. It also influences dopamine. Dopamine is often called the motivation molecule. It plays a major role in focus, learning, reward, drive, and mood. In other words, the same sunrise helping you sleep tonight may also be helping determine how motivated you feel this afternoon. Think about that. A signal traveling from a star, nearly 93 million miles away, can influence chemicals inside your brain before you've even finished breakfast. And here's something even crazier. This isn't the first hidden process your body performs without your awareness. If you're fascinated by the secret things your body is doing right now without your awareness, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because in our previous video, we revealed something that sounds impossible. Your body is actually emitting light 24 hours a day. Not metaphorically, literally. Scientists discovered that human beings produce ultra-weak light emissions every second of their lives. So while sunlight is helping regulate your sleep clock every morning, your own body is quietly producing light from within. If you haven't seen that video yet, watch it after this one. Because what happens inside your body is often stranger than science fiction. Now let's make this practical. Here's the protocol. Within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up, go outside. Look toward the sky. Do not stare directly at the sun. Simply expose your eyes to natural daylight. On bright days at 2 to 5 minutes. On cloudy days at 10 to 20 minutes. That's it. No complicated routine. No expensive gadgets. No supplements required. If sunlight isn't available, clinically tested light therapy lamps providing approximately 10,000 lux may help provide a similar signal. Now try this for 7 days. Day 1. You may notice very little. Day 2 or 3. Morning alertness begins improving. Brain fog starts fading. Day 4 or 5. Many people report deeper sleep. Fewer nighttime awakenings. Day 7. This is where many people notice the biggest difference. Not because they're forcing sleep, because their body clock finally knows what time it is. By the way, if you are watching this video at 2 a.m. right now, this is your sign to try something different tomorrow morning. For the next 7 days, try the 2-minute protocol before 9 a.m. No sunglasses, no windows, just real sky. Comment day 1 below if you're starting tomorrow. Then come back in 7 days and tell me, did you fall asleep faster? I read every comment. In a moment, we'll reveal why sunlight often succeeds where sleep supplements fail. Let's go back to the question we started with. What if the reason you can't sleep tonight was decided this morning? Now you know. Melatonin isn't the master switch. It's the messenger. Sunlight is the master switch. One works downstream. The other works upstream. One tells your body it's nighttime. The other tells your body when nighttime should happen. That's why morning sunlight can often reprogram sleep faster than melatonin. Because it addresses the source of the signal, not the symptom. Your body evolved under sunrise and sunset for thousands of generations. And even today, your brain still expects that same signal every morning. One final warning before you leave. Tonight, millions of people will take another sleep pill. Tomorrow morning, they'll repeat the same mistake that keeps their sleep clock confused. And they'll wonder why nothing changes. But now you know something most people don't. Your body may not be asking for more melatonin. It may be asking for a sunrise. So tomorrow morning, before your phone, before your emails, before your coffee, step outside. Give your brain the signal it has been waiting for. Because the difference between lying awake tonight and falling asleep naturally may be only 2 minutes long. If today's discovery surprised you, and you know someone popping melatonin every night, share this with them. You might save them years of groggy mornings. That's how we reprogram sleep one person at a time. Sleep isn't about knocking yourself out. It's about syncing with the sun. If this reset your thinking, hit like so YouTube shows it to more people stuck in the melatonin cycle. I'll see you at sunrise.